Okay, I get what's going on. Spiritually, energy wise, is what I mean. When I say spiritually, I'm defining that as energy wise. That is not subjugated to just the confines of how we polarize and fragment material objects. And obviously, the object is subjective and the subject is objective, and the subject is an object as well, because the predecessors they're giving us these things, and we have a different particular relationship with completion, right? So what am I saying? A different particular relationship with completion. We phase in and zone in, phase in and out, zone in and out of completion, meaning there is a part of us that is already whole. Not good, not bad. We forget that. We forget that wholeness as we're going into the material reality. It's not good, it's not bad. We're just forgetting it. We're forgetting some type of completion. And once we forget it, then we're subject to incomplete thoughts, incomplete emotions that could be perceived as toxic and icky, when it's just energetically defined as incompletion, not good, not bad. So as we're in this incompletion, divided circumstances occur. And as we're in this incompletion, we have the capacity to perceive other people doing strange things. We have the capacity to perceive something is bad when it isn't necessarily bad, or something is off when it's just not perceived entirely correctly. So for the example here that I'm saying is, you could be doing something quote unquote backwards, right? End quote. Like I do stuff spiritually backwards. Like I'm already uploaded on doing my own tasks for the energy, for the consciousness of God and his children and family. And that's a different subject. Like, who's to say who's the Almighty God? That's like a whole different subject. We're not like no like we're not talking about that right now, because obviously that could be a tangly one as well. But the anomaly is, for that one, is what if that can be proven, though, just with other testimonies and proofs and transference of logistics, right? So or I feel like I intuitively I lean towards completion, and things that are like recognizing what is updated and recognizing what updates, meaning people could perceive me being off by doing things spiritually backwards, meaning in a different realm, not aside from the material realm, I am complete, right? Because like I'm just kind of like going back to the basics of like we all are starting, and we're forever with our own individual perspective and perception, right? So since we're with our own individual perception and perspective, we don't necessarily know how other people work or function. And how other people work and function, it could quite surprise us, literally, because it's completely quote unquote energetically opposed to how we function, right? We function, and it has nothing to do with race. That's the funnier thing. It's just about functioning of your particular human body, and strategy and authority. But like in one realm, I'm already caught up. I'm not behind. In one realm, I already am, updated. So now, since I'm doing things spiritually backwards, I'm already like caught up within a certain different quota. Quota meaning that's already been done. Now I'm at the material realm, and I have to do stuff from the ground up, which that's my unique function task, right? Doing stuff from the ground up, obviously, but that doesn't negate the fact, even if we're all gung-ho on the ground up, that doesn't negate the fact that there's other spiritual advanced beings that are doing stuff from a particular, unique, authentic, real top-down function. It doesn't negate that fact. So the thing is, we're meeting a new particular sophisticated equilibrium by saying, of course we have to do things from the ground up, of course, and of course we're new to like the top down stuff. So like that's the spiritual backwards thing that I don't even necessarily have to particularly explain, but I can out of joy and joy of expression, right? And appreciation and freedom and gratitude of expression and life and living. So the message today is just appreciating and recognizing your completion and biting the bullet in a more balanced tone, because without biting the bullet, then the accountability is lost on us, and the challenge of the spiritual challenge of life and work will be lost on us, and we can't let that be lost on us. We have to accept our spiritual challenge and work and life in a neutral tone too, right? Without the quote unquote dogmas or identities or titles, end quote. So with all that being said, people don't realize that I'm working with a different realm of completion, and they're on their own unique relationship with the ground up. They, and not good, not bad, the particular spiritual predecessors' top down functions of approach have been over their head, you know? Because like I just feel like I am like in a different realm. Like energetically I am complete, but materially we are the work in progress. So with all that being said, just be graceful, you know? There's another hint and tone of just like, don't let the grace be lost on you, because the grace is really like, it's really the emotional glue to relationships, to your sanity, you know, and to understanding, you know. The understanding supports the grace supports the understanding in its own dynamic of that duality. So it's about not just bridging the learning curve, but it's about bridging the understanding, you know. So it's like, if the understanding is bridged, then we don't have to be throwing rocks at another person, because the intention is for the understanding, for the progression, like for the real progression, not just the rhetoric of all of these things. It's not just the rhetoric of all of these things. It's for the real living relationship and individual evolution of you.